My name is Jefferson, and I'm having a great time walking.
What's up, Jefferson? You want to get in the car?
Frick yeah.
It's our stop.
I have a really impressionable mind.
Shopkeeper, please, can we get these items? We're poor on money, but we'll get it back to you later. No, sir, you cannot have these items unless you have the cash on you at the ready. Pew, 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 pew!
Oh no, they all died. I gotta get out of here. But first, I need some money. I'm gonna be good for days.
Oh my gosh, did you just murder the shopkeeper?
No, it's not what it looks like. Pause.
Order in the court, order in the court.
Jefferson, you're a hog.
Guilty!
Jefferson's title is now engraved in his mind. With all the time he is left alone, he reflects upon his actions and thinks of himself as a hog for most of the story. This heavily affects his self-image and makes him act like this.
All right, Grant, you get an hour.
Jefferson, your aunt told me to come in here and check up on you and see how you're doing. So how you doing, son of a boy? Jefferson, need you to speak to me. Come on, Jefferson. Speak to me.
You're a hog. You're a hog.
Through multiple visits in downtime and isolation between these visits, Jefferson learns to open up more towards Grant because he knows that there's nothing he can do about it.
Jefferson, can you please talk to me now? Yes. Do you want me to bring anything next time I visit you? Can you bring me a radio and a gallon of ice cream? Yes, but I'll also bring a notebook so you can write down your thoughts.
Through these past visits, while teaching Jefferson, he inadvertently learns that anyone is able to change. Even with the great struggles of teaching Jefferson, he finally gets to him and changes the unchangeable.
Hey Jefferson, I got you your stuff. Here's your notebook. And here's your ice cream. And here's your lovely radio. Thank you, Grant. But there's something I have to tell you. What is it, Jefferson? For my next life, I wish to be a blue hive. I'll be praying for you, Jefferson.
Amigo de despedida.
Damn. Jefferson was so cool and hot. He was the strongest one in that room at the time. He wanted me to give you this letter. Let's see what it says.
Grant, I'm thankful for you being my friend and helping me throughout this journey through prison instead of calling me a hog and leaving me alone like those people. And I also learned a lesson, too, in fact, that anyone can change as long as they get the help they need and whatnot. And I also learned that blue hives are horrible. He learned a lesson before dying, and he learned how bad blue hives are. I'm so happy for him.
Somewhat similar to the story of Jefferson and Grant, Lieutenant Dan and Forrest Gump are placed in unforgiving situations. Lieutenant Dan, an amputee because of an injury in the Vietnam War, had an incredibly bitter attitude towards both the world and the people he knew. However, after an idea from Forrest, they both decided to start a fishing company. Dan awakened a new avenue in his life, began to have a much more positive attitude. Get back to work, you lazy scum. Oh, are you okay? Here, I'll bring you out. Why'd you have to bring me out? I don't want to be an amputee. 'Cause I love you.
Action.
I'm so glad I have all this money now. I think I'm gonna start a fishing business. Did somebody say fishing business? Oh my god, it's Lieutenant Dan! I'm so happy now that you have a fishing business. I see the error of my ways, and I will no longer be sad about my missing leg. Grant and Jefferson learn an important lesson as they face the difficulties of Jefferson's sentence, with Grant learning that anyone can change, and Jefferson learning that he needs to change. They do this through long periods of mental and physical isolation and realizations as the looming thought of Jefferson's execution comes to reality. Frick!
Keep going.
Similarly, the movie Forrest Gump follows characters that go through similar experiences and learn related lessons. Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan both learn that people can change after sharing traumatic experiences and starting a fishing company together. Dan was bitter his whole life, but the fishing company seemed to repair him in a way. The reason why he died was because he was a blue hive.
Done. Done. Done.